Welcome back everyone. To those of you who are joining us for the first time, I'm T-Man and this is FootballerXP. In today's video, we're going to be going over the 3 main points that you should remember in the offside rule as it currently stands in present-day football. Most of you probably already know about the offside rule in football, but one thing you may not already know is that the offside rule has evolved tremendously over the years to become what it is today. The first principle of the offside rule is positioning. The offside rule only applies to attacking players when receiving a pass from a teammate while in the opponent's half, and in a position nearest to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second last opponent. It's important to remember that although goalkeepers are on the opposing team, they are not considered in the offside rule. The offside rule only applies to outfield players, and attackers can only be offside in the opponent's half. This means that an attacking player can receive the ball from a teammate while positioned closer to the opponent's goal line than all of their opponents and still be onside, as long as they are not in the opponent's half when the pass is made. The second principle you should remember is the parts of your body. Historically, all parts of a player's body were considered with the offside rule. But this all changed in 2005, when the International Football Association's board clarified that when evaluating an attacking player's position for the purpose of the offside law, the part of the player's head, body, or feet closest to the defending team's goal line should be considered for offside. But the hands and arms must be excluded because, well, there is no real advantage to be gained if only the arms are in advance of the opponent. In 2016, it was further clarified that this principle should apply to all players, both attackers and defenders, including the goalkeeper. The third principles to remember are the exceptions when restarting play. It's important to remember that the offside rule doesn't apply in the following situations when teams restart play. Goal kicks. Since the first FA laws of 1863, a player has not been penalized for being in an offside position at the moment a teammate takes a goal kick. According to the strict offside law used in 1863, every player on the attacking side would automatically have been in an offside position from a goal kick because they used to be taken from the goal line. Today, goal kicks are taken from within the penalty box, also known as the 18-yard box. Therefore, the offside rule does not apply to goal kicks. Throw-ins. Historically, under the original laws of 1863, it was not possible to be offside from a throw-in. Since the ball was required to be thrown in at right angles to the touchline, it would have been unusual for a player to gain significant advantage from being ahead of the ball. In 1877, the throw-in law was changed to allow the ball to be thrown in any direction. The next year, 1878, a new law was introduced to allow a player to be offside from a throw-in. This situation lasted until 1920, when the law was altered to prevent a player from being offside from a throw-in. This rule change was praised on the grounds that it would deter teams from seeking safety or wasting time by sending the ball into touch and thus reduce stoppages. Corner kicks. When first introduced in 1872, the corner kick was required to be taken from the corner flag itself, which made it possible for an attacking player to be in an offside position relative to the ball. In 1874, the corner kick was allowed to be taken up to 1 yard from the corner flag, thus opening up the possibility of a player being in an offside position. At the International Football Conference of December 1882, it was agreed that a player should not be offside from a corner kick. This change was incorporated into the laws of the game in 1883. Well, that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you can keep up with the other episodes of the Basics of Football series and more football content coming your way. I'm T-Man, and I'll see you next time on FootballerXP. Bye.